Today, I want to talk about Psalm 121 and about God's protection and the hope it gives. Even though this psalm is 8 verses, it shows us two things about God's protection and how He's willing to help us in our storms. The first lesson we can pull from these verses is in verses 1 and 2. It says, I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. These two verses show that true help comes from God and God only. In our storms, whether physical or spiritual, Satan may tempt us to believe that worldly things might satisfy our storms and help us go through them, but ultimately they will fail because God is God's help, and whatever He provides spiritually or physically is the one that helps us weather through those storms successfully. In verses 3 through 8, we learn another lesson. It reads, He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch your coming and going, both now and forevermore. These 6 verses show that God is willing to be our protector and our shade at our right hand. A verse I want to look at more closely is verse 5. It reads, The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. This is an interesting comparison made here by the psalmist. It compares the Lord to shade. Well, what does shade do? It helps us on a sunny day, like the shade from a tree, and it gives us relief from the sun. Like that, the Lord here is willing to comfort us and give us relief from the storms that come after us, whether physical or spiritual. And He is willing to do that because He watches over us. And in conclusion, even though the psalm is 8 verses, it shows us 2 lessons within those verses that can change the way we look at God's protection. One is that true help comes from God and not any other worldly thing. And secondly, that God is our protector and He's willing to cover us and give us relief.